traditional Italian potato donut rolled in sugar.
To make the zeppole, you will need vegetable oil,
Flour,
granulated sugar,
vanilla extract,
dry active yeast,
salt,
and finally, 1 medium potato. Health and safety alert!
Before you start cooking, remember to tie your hair back.
And make sure that you're not wearing any loose-fitting clothing.
First, begin by peeling your potato, remembering to peel away from your body and keeping your fingers guarded.
While my lovely partner Heather is peeling our potato, I've set the stove top to high and I've placed water on the stove to be boiled. Once the water comes to a complete boil, we're going to pop the potato in there. Remember to keep all pot handles to the side so that you don't hit them as you walk past. Now that our water's come to a boil, it's time to put the potato in.
I've cut the potato into thirds so that the potato will cook more evenly.
Always be careful when placing your potatoes in the water.
Not like that.
When your potatoes come to a complete boil, turn the stove top off. Carefully grab the pot handle, bring it somewhere that's safe to put a hot base pot. Take a fork and a bowl and carefully retrieve the potatoes, remembering to shake off excess water. If there's a little bit in the bowl, it doesn't really matter. They're getting mashed, so.
Next, carefully mash the potatoes until they're an even consistency. Measure out 2 cups of flour and add your potatoes into the mix.
Now you're going to measure out 1 cup of lukewarm water, place it in a separate bowl, and then you're going to measure out 3/4 of a teaspoon of your dry active yeast, which is little tiny dots that are running all over the place. We're going to let that dissolve and add a little pinch of salt. That's a pinch. Don't stir, just let it rise. Next, add the dissolved yeast in the water to your flour and potato mixture. It smells like beer. And then you're just going to want to gradually incorporate your ingredients, almost a folding motion, just until they're solid enough for you to knead them. After you've kneaded the dough to a smooth consistency, place a dry towel over top and let the dough rest for an hour. It should rise. Now that the dough has risen, it should look like this and be tacky to the touch.
Now, depending on the pot you're using to fry, you should fill it about halfway full. Okay, tell me when to stop.
Vegetable oil.
Like there?
Now keep going. Look at those calories. Keep going. Keep going. Now we've brought our dough over beside our oil that's now hot enough to deep fry. You're going to dip one of your spoons, and you have 2, into the oil, just so that the dough doesn't stick to it. Careful you don't touch it to your hand. Form a ball with 2 spoons of dough, and then very carefully you're going to plop your dough in there, and it's going to start to fry like so. Donut factory. Ooh. While your donuts are frying, also prepare a dish filled with sugar so that when they come out of the fryer, you can roll them. That's a good amount. And spread out the sugar. When they're golden brown on the top, about 3 to 4 minutes later, give them a quick 360 in the oil to make sure that they're fully cooked on both sides, and then you can remove them with a pair of tongs. Place them in a separate dish beside the sugar so that they can cool down a little bit before rolling them. After you've given the zeppole about a minute to cool, place them in the sugar and move them around a bit to coat them completely.
You can also add blueberries or other fruits to your zeppole, and you can roll them in cinnamon sugar, icing sugar, or regular sugar.
And congratulations! You've made another generic cooking show, zeppole. Too famous.
I'm too famous. Oh my god, you're so soon! Stop.